Welcome back, everyone, to episode 3 of Real Talk with Lou. Thank you guys so much for the support of episode number 2 that I talked about the argument that sent me to therapy. It was such a overwhelming episode for me, a little bit, just sharing with you guys, keeping it real. It was a little bit much, but I'm glad I got to talk about that. I hope what I talk about on this podcast really helps somebody, anybody out there that needs to hear these things and they feel like they're going through it alone. You're definitely not alone. Other people are facing the same struggles and the same battles. So I just want to continue to keep it real with all you guys so that, you can take away something from my sharing. Anyways, let's just jump right into episode 3. And as promised, we have a very special guest to the podcast, my very, very long time friend, who also has a podcast that I will be leaving her information in at the end of this episode. And I want to have everybody welcome her with open ears and just be ready for our conversation today. So everyone, I'd like to welcome my dear friend, Tamika, who is the host of Real Talks with Peaks. And yeah, she is my very, very close friend. We go way back, all the way back. So yeah, here she is. Tamika, hey.
Hey, thank you so much for having me on your podcast. How are you doing?
I am well. How are you?
I'm good. Just winding down.
Yes, it's that time. Mm-hmm. It is that time, getting it together for another day. TGIF. Thank God Friday's almost here. So Tamika, we spoke a few weeks ago randomly, and we ironically were talking about starting a podcast. And it's funny because over the last, how long have I known you? 12 years, 13 years? We've at some point in the last 13 years landed up going through very similar situations at very close times in life. So I can remember when we first met and I had my son Javian. Shortly after, you had my handsome little Gabriel, and we worked together. We traveled together for the first time.
Yes,
what else?
We did. Yeah.
That was a very fun trip. We gotta do that again, by the way.
Yes.
What else? We were roadies together.
Yeah, you actually helped me get through a very difficult time in my life. You were actually at my house every weekend. We just did so many things together because, like I said, it was a really rough time in my life. And you were just really there to hold my hand. So, like you did say, we've been for over 12, 13 years.
Yeah.
Our relationship did start off a little rocky, but those are the best relationships because they're unpredictable, and it really blossomed into everything amazing.
Yeah.
I am now the godmother of one of your beautiful children who I am obsessed with. I love both of them. I remember when you had Javian and I was actually baking Gabriel.
Yes, I remember.
Javian allowed me to, I think I was giving him his bottle, right? Yeah,
yes.
He was having milk and I was giving him his bottle. And him and I were just we were chilling. I think I almost fell asleep because I was pregnant at that time. But yeah, we actually.
And he never went to anybody at that time. He was a very particular child. He wasn't friends with anybody. So that was comforting to know that he just took to you so easily. I'm like, you know what, kids, you know how real people are when it comes to kids. Kids know the realness and authenticity of people, I believe, more than any adult. I don't know, regardless of how old you are, how much life you've been through, how well you feel like you can read people, kids know the true hearts of people. And in that, I know that if I didn't know before whether you were a good person, I definitely knew at that point that you were a good person, because kids are very genuine. So, little story time for you guys. Tamika, do you want to tell them about when we actually first met?
Okay, so at that time you were dating, it was a really close friend, and we would call each other cousins.
Yeah.
So he was actually getting his hair done at my house, where
your sister's house. Chill out.
And one of my really good friends, all three of us lived together. So I came home, I seen you guys in the living room, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, hey, because I was bubbly, I was more bubbly then, and you had a siren spell.
You weren't bubbly, Tamika, you were extra.
Okay, well, yeah. And I was like, what's in your bag? And you gave me the most attitude. I almost threw the bag at you and be like, I don't want to see what's in your bag.
But why did you have to? Okay, the bag has nothing to do with you. The bag had nothing to do with you.
You were in my house.
No, I was at your sister's house. Chill out, fam.
In my house, we all occupied that house together. So it was definitely my house.
Okay.
I see my cousin there. I was like, hey, what's up? You know, I think at that time he was getting a braid up. Yes, he was definitely getting a braid up. And, you know, I was just trying to start conversation, because I was like, oh, my cousin's dating this girl. I've never seen him with anyone. So it was like huge for me. Like, oh my gosh, like, hey, like, you have a girlfriend? Let's just see what this girl is all about. But and then we didn't see each other until that time when I was pregnant with Gabriel. Yes. I don't think I seen you after that.
No, I didn't. We didn't interact after that for a long time, because I don't even think I was pregnant with Javian at that time.
No, you weren't.
Yeah. But anyways, people, in that moment when she wanted to know what was in my bag, I'm like, who is this girl? So enough and fast. Like, can she just leave me be? I'm here waiting for this guy to get a braid up and go about my business. But no, Tamika wants to come in fast in my bag. I don't even think I showed you what was in the bag, did I?
Yeah, you did.
I did. Okay.
No, I don't want to see what's in the skirt bag. She's too pasty.
Fast forward 13 years later, you're my bestie. You're like my sister. I can come over to your house, invade your space. Your kids and your husband already know what it is. Like, if I want to come and crash and stay over for the weekend, I'm taking the den.
Of course, definitely.
Make sure you have snacks.
Of course, I always do.
Thank you. Anyways.
So, it made you start a podcast. Like, what?
Yo, literally, when I called you a couple weeks ago, okay, so I think I called you on a Monday. The night before, I was up all night just going through my thoughts. Like, I was in my feelings. I was thinking about 5 million things. And I'm like, yo, how can I just, like, cope with all the things that go through my head every single day? And my last episode on my podcast, episode 2, the argument that sent me to therapy is what really triggered this whole thing about podcasting for me, because my therapist recommended that I start journaling. And I'm like, I don't even really like to talk about my feelings like that, much less write them down. Next thing you know, I lose the journal and someone finds it, and then all my secrets are out to the world. Like, do I really want to be that vulnerable?
Right.
So I thought about it, and Monday I was up all night the Sunday night, because I'm like, shoot, man, I gotta go to this therapy session tomorrow, and she's gonna want to see my journal, and I have nothing. So I'm like, yo, I should just start a podcast and talk about my feelings to people that don't know me. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll share it on my social media, and people that I know will hear what I have to say, but it's a little bit easier when you're not in front of that person face to face talking to them, you know? You don't feel as tight-lipped. You can just speak freely. So the next day, I think you called me and you're like, yo, I'm gonna start a and I'm like, yo, I was up all night thinking about how to start a podcast. And we actually researched like pretty much all the same stuff, the same app, everything, and the same concept for a podcast idea. So I'm like, yo, like we need to collaborate, because this is yet again another life experience that we are going through literally at the same time. And I think it is so crazy that this happens. It has happened so often throughout our 13 years of friendship. Like you've been there for me in the same way that you say that I've been there for you. Like going through breakups, like you literally held my hand through a breakup, like a major breakup in my life, and got me through that. Like got me out, brought me to the other side, and made me feel so good about myself when I felt like, yo, the world is friggin' crumbling before me and I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm excited, and I'm even more excited that I can share this with you, that I can share this journey with you, and I think it's gonna be amazing.
I definitely agree. It's so funny when you said that we basically thought of having a podcast at the same time. I always used to tell you in the past, like, oh my gosh, Gracia, this is what I'm going through currently. Brace yourself, because you're about to experience something.
All the time.
Maybe like a week or 2 weeks later, you were going through, if not the same exact thing as I was.
Yep. Like,
so I definitely believe that this friendship was a match made in heaven.
A match made, like, God himself aligned our paths to meet. I don't doubt that for 1 second. And it's crazy that we didn't necessarily dislike each other when we first met, but we definitely did not look at each other and think, yo, 10 years down the line, like, this is gonna be one of my closest friends. This is gonna be the person that I can go to and confide in. Like, I definitely did not look at you like that all those years when I first met you. Definitely did not.
Right, it's true. It's very true. So it's just like, it's just amazing how life works and how things work out. So like, you can't predict life, man. Life just has its own way of working things out and just planning for things.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But everything happened, and like, yo, look where we are right now. Like, I'm so, like, I have to say, like, I'm so blessed to have you as a friend in my life. Like you're not just my friend, you're like a sister to me. Like, real talk to me.
Definitely. You're the same way. The same exact way. I have the same exact feeling towards you as well.
Appreciate that, girl.
Okay, let's stop now.
Pardon me?
Okay, let's stop being mushy now.
Okay, yes, let's stop being mushy. So, yo, there's like 2.5 weeks left in 2019.
I can't believe it.
I know.
It's crazy. Where did this go? I can't believe it.
Where did the last 10 years go? We're going into 2020.
When I tell you, I don't know where those, what happened? What happened within those 10 years?
The most has happened.
Definitely a lot has happened in 10 years. I'm definitely looking forward to the next decade that we're about to, embark on. And I'm just so excited about 2020. I don't know what it is. It's just a feeling that I have of like great excitement. I feel like it's going to be a year of great vision. I believe that everybody should, go out and start planning their vision board. Yeah. I was actually listening to a Steve Harvey motivational speech last week, and he was saying that how having a vision has changed the direction and dimension of his life. And he just shared a lot about that. Lou, I will send you the link so maybe you can, put it in your description. But having a vision it's a necessity. It's a must-have.
Definitely.
And something that myself and my husband have been doing for the last, I would say, 3 years. We actually went to a couple's home in their vision board, and it inspired me to go out and do the same thing. So it's something that we constantly do. I'm not going to say that 100% of the things that we had there has happened, but I will say that about 80% of everything that we added on our vision board has definitely come to pass.
That's amazing.
Yes.
80%. That's amazing. And I have to say, I definitely have been influenced by you and your family, because last year, 2019, I actually started my vision board, and that was because I seen the vision board at your house. And when I started the vision board at my house, everyone's like, oh, that's a stupid idea, like, who's gonna do that? So you know what? I did the vision board for my whole family, and I put down the items that I wanted to manifest in 2019 for myself, and I left everyone else's blank. And like a couple days later, everyone started filling out their vision for 2019. So I'm like, how stupid is my little vision board now? And
no, but you know what's so funny? So I don't mean to cut you, but when I went to this family friend's house, she's like, how's the vision board coming along? And I was like, I'm the only one that's filling it out.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I started filling it out, that's when he was like, oh, you should add this, and oh, you should add that. So
yeah. And you know what? We're believers. Like, we go to church, we believe in God, we have a relationship with God, and I strongly base the foundation of my life around my relationship with God. And the Bible tells you about vision to write it down and make it plain. And I feel like when you have a vision and you keep it to yourself, it can never really manifest itself. You know what I mean? But when you put it on, whether you're writing it down on a piece of paper, whether you're taking a picture and putting it on your wall, when you see your vision, I feel like you are more likely to make sure that it manifests for you, right? You can have a vision in your head, but if you keep it in your head and you don't do anything about it, it probably will never come to pass, right? So I strongly believe that having a vision board for the things that you want to see in your future is so imperative. You know, it just gives you that motivation, that drive. And even if you don't fulfill 50% of your vision board or 20%, let's say you have 10 things on your vision board and only one thing gets done in your time frame, like, that's still an accomplishment. And to take that thing down and say, like, yo, I accomplished this off of my vision board in whatever time, like, that's a win. And you know, every win is a success that should be championed and should be really, you know, lifted up, and you need to feel good about that. So I'm all for Vision 2020, and I'll be starting my new vision board for the upcoming year. And yeah, I can't wait to see what 2020 has in store for us.
Definitely going to be amazing. I'm proud of you that you are doing your vision board, and you're so right. When you create a vision board, it should be very personal. It should be in a place where it is private and only you and your spouse or your partner can see.
Yes.
And yeah, it changes everything. It's so funny. I was actually looking, and I think I was speaking to you about this early last week as well, and I was looking at a YouTube couple that I've been following for maybe about a few years now, 2-3 years now, and I went back to their very first video, and in the back, I noticed that they had a vision board. And Lucretia, when I tell you that the vision board that they created like 3-4 years ago, they're now living every single thing that they put on that vision board.
Wow,
I was like,
that's amazing.
I was shocked. Yeah, and I was like you said earlier, we're believers, you know, and we wrap our lives around serving God.
Yes.
And if they can have a vision board, why can't we have a vision board? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
and you know what? The most successful people, even in business, like, you need to have a plan. If you want to start a business, you need to write out your business plan. Like, that's essentially the vision board for what you want to do to make money. You know, if you go to a personal trainer and you want to change your lifestyle, you want to live healthier, your trainer or your nutritionist is going to write down what you need to do to accomplish your goals. Literally everything in life that you make as a goal for yourself, it's probably going to be written down somewhere that you have to reference. And at every point where you meet a goal, you cross that thing off and you move on to the next goal. So a vision board is definitely a crucial part of life in itself, you know? It doesn't just have to be about, you know, any educational aspirations or career goals or you want to buy a house. Literally everything you want for yourself, you should put on a vision board.
Definitely. Yeah. So true. So very true. We both lived it, you know. I've tried it and I've proved it and it's right. It does come to pass, and I'm sure you've done the same thing, and you know, you've seen some things come to pass as well. So I encourage everyone to go out there. It's not, you don't have to do pictures. I have not done any pictures on any of my vision boards. It's literally just, you know, a Bristol board and a few markers, and I just start writing.
Yep, mine is sticky notes.
See, so it's awesome. It's definitely that everyone should incorporate in their lives.
Yes, I agree. Moving forward, I would like to discuss a quick kind of Q&A that I got last week after my first episode about self-care. If you guys didn't hear that, you can definitely go back and check it out. I was inboxed a video from a listener, and the video was a man talking about relationship stuff. So basically, men are lacking in the department of like treating their women as women should be treated in 2019. You know, this millennial age, this new age of relationships is really shifted from traditional relationships. You know, gender roles have really changed over the last 20 years, even more, over the last 50 years, gender roles have definitely changed. And what was being said in the video by a man was that men need to take back the position of really courting a lady, you know, really going out of his way to make her feel good and make her feel special and make her feel like she's the only woman for him. Because in this new age of relationships, like, men want that from women. What do you think about that?
So here's my honest opinion about that. I feel like in today's society, things are just too easy to get.
Mm-hmm.
So women have, like you said, things have changed over the last few years, and I feel like women throw themselves at men.
Okay.
So yes, okay, Chris, you're gonna have to take the part out. You're gonna have to tell me what you said again, because my mind is just going 100 miles an hour.
Okay, so men don't treat ladies, like, I guess you can say chivalry really is dead. You know, like, men are not gentlemen anymore towards women. And like the way how a traditional man would care for his wife, like, you don't see a lot of that in new age relationships anymore, you know?
You know why you don't see that? And this is my opinion. I feel like everything happens from home. You know, it's their environment that they were brought up in. Because when even my relationship and other around me that I've seen, is that it all stems back to parenting. You know, how is that person think that a man with high standards and high morals will approach you.
Makes sense.
Right? And none of us are perfect. I mean, I've been in relationships where I allowed myself to lower my standards and my morals. And because of those relationships, I got myself into situations that I was not ready for. And I still have to deal with to the current day. But I really do. It just stems back from parenting. It really does. That's just my take on it. What do you think?
I definitely agree that you are who you are a lot based on the environment that you come out of. I don't know. I feel like men today don't feel a need to treat their women like, I don't want to generalize. A lot of men I see don't value the women they have in their lives. I don't know why, because like it's as if they don't know what a good woman is. They will say all the things they want to say about what their good woman is, and if it's standing right in front of their face, they don't see it. You know what I mean? Which is confusing. It's like you want a woman that's independent, you want a woman that's nurturing, you want a woman to hold down a household, you want a woman to raise your kids, you want, as a man, you want a woman to do all these things, and then all a woman wants is, time, a little love, a little affection, but you being a man's man, you don't see those things. Men nowadays think that buying things, material things, is all that a woman needs to be satisfied. And I think that doesn't necessarily come from your home environment. Like, it also comes from what society tells you. You know what I mean?
Very true. It's actually a really good question that one of your subscribers asked.
Yeah. I definitely will have an episode just answering questions as to my take on, love and relationships. Like, something that I can go more in depth on. Like, this was just one question that, it wasn't even really a question. The listener sent in the link for the video and just asked me to elaborate on what I took from it. What I took from it is that men want women to be the ideal woman, but they're not the ideal men, and they don't know why. You know what I mean? Like, they think that providing a woman with material things or just going out to work is enough. Like, no, I don't think that's enough. Like, a relationship is multifaceted. Yes, you need to provide financially, but you also need to provide emotionally, spiritually, physically. Like, in so many ways does each person need to provide for the other person, right?
Very true. And I think what men fail to realize is that women, we are very emotional beings.
Yes.
That's how we were created. That is how we are structured.
Yes.
And yes, you can, allow some women like the materialistic things, but then when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, it is about spending that quality time, whether it be, words of affirmation or just spending that intimate time together.
Touch, yeah. Love, the 5 love languages. I think that is like such an amazing resource for anyone in a relationship. I have not read the book, but I've done the test, and in my relationship, I can speak on it. There's been a miscommunication for a very long time. Like, my partner thinks that he provides me with all that I need, right? And his way of providing is financially, with material things, getting me the things that he thinks I like, which I'm not gonna lie, they're nice things, I do like nice things. However, all the nice things that you get me, I can get for myself. So that is not what's going to make me happy. My happiness and my joy comes from spending time, communicating, being open and honest, being vulnerable, being able to show my emotions, that has nothing to do with anything of material substance at all. So while he's making all these efforts, and I'm not going to say that the efforts are not there, the efforts are definitely there. However, the efforts are not in line with my needs, right? That's just my take.
No, it's true. I actually went through a period with my husband in regards to what I want and what I don't want, and what I expect and what I don't expect. And I think that in the beginning of the relationship, it's very important to lay down all your expectations, because no one out here is a mind reader. At least I know I'm not, and I know he isn't. But sometimes we're too afraid to tell them what we really want, and maybe oftentimes we don't even know, because I too took the love language test, and I found out that my love language is actually words of affirmation, and he did his love language as well, and his was a little bit different than mine, and it allowed me to understand him a little bit better.
Yes.
And it took him a while to really understand that, okay, you know what, this is actually my love language, and it's important that you understand that, and I need words of affirmation. You need to, I don't want to hear it once a week. I need to hear it every day. That's just how I am.
Yes.
A lot of people will be like, no, well, she's insecure. It has nothing to do with insecurity. That is just my love language. You understand? And I think it's very important that every couple should do that love language test, because it really helps improve your relationship with your partner. It really, really does. So yeah, that's just my take on it as well.
I am 100% for it. I think that it is a great tool for relationships, and yeah, everyone go out and do a love language test. Just Google it, you'll find it. Anything else you want to talk about today, Tanika? I'm definitely going to have you back on, because there's so much that I can talk to you about.
But it's so funny, you and I always have these deep conversations over the phone.
Yeah.
And it's now that we know that we're recording, it feels a little bit more different.
feels a little stifled, I'm not gonna lie, but
it does. Our conversations offline, they're intense.
Yeah.
Sometimes you leave me thinking right, Spro's right,
There's so many times
we're both very private people, so us having a podcast is huge.
It is huge.
I think that you are doing actually really well with, allowing people to know that you have a podcast. I'm a little bit more reserved.
Yeah.
I think it just comes from a place of anxiety.
Yeah.
And it comes from a place of not wanting people to judge me. But I too have actually been seeing a therapist, and it has been amazing. When you went back and said that you had to do a journal, it's funny because I had to write a letter.
Wow.
And I didn't actually want to write this letter until the last minute. When I was on my way to therapy, I just started writing the letter on my phone.
Wow.
And she wanted me to write it on paper, because when we write it on paper, we get just more emotions out of it and things like that. So I told her actually that I was going to start a podcast, and she was like, are you sure? Are you ready? And yeah,
my therapist told me the same thing. She's like, you don't even want to talk to me in your sessions that you're paying for, but you want to talk to the world? I don't know. It just feels better.
It does feel better, especially I know that I have you know what I mean? So
yeah.
I can bounce some ideas off of you, and I always listen to the podcast first. I'll send you a message, I'm like, okay, it's live, and then you're like, am I really sure? And I'm like, no, I'm not ready. But I know with time, I will
don't have a name for this episode yet, but I think I'm just gonna call it Real Talks with Peaks.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
And you're gonna be like a regular. Like, we're gonna have a regular segment, maybe every other week or once a month, where you come on and we'll just, catch up, reflect, and talk about anything.
Yeah, it's true. I think I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. And reflections are always great. That is actually something that I encourage everyone to incorporate in their day-to-day.
Sidebar, your most recent episode about questioning motherhood, that was deep, and I'm not gonna lie, you have me feeling some type of way, like, unreal.
Can I start by saying that it took me 3 hours to come up with that segment that was only like 10 minutes.
Yo.
Because I was really putting myself out there. There is a situation that, I had to deal with, and it really made me question if I was doing a good job as a mother. And, being a mother is not easy. It comes with a lot of challenges, especially when you have to wear many hats.
I 100% agree.
Yes, so for all those who would like to listen to the podcast, it's only like the segment is, I think, 10 minutes, but it was my truth. It's not perfect.
It's deep, though. Like, it's really deep. It's really deep, and I feel like a lot of moms are hard on themselves for trying to do the best with their kids. Like, I know for sure for myself, like, I don't even have a high schooler yet. Like, my son is just in grade 7, and he's already getting that I'm too cool for you attitude, and it is so hard to deal with all the time. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I lose my cool and I'm just like, yo, can I do this? Can I keep doing this? And again, when you wear multiple hats as a parent, it's even harder because you want to be that cool parent, but you have to be the strict parent. And when you're the strict parent, you're not the cool parent. And when you're not the cool parent, your kids don't want to talk to you. And then you're stuck wondering, what are they into? Like, are you doing the best job that you can do to parent them? And it's a vicious cycle, but you're doing an awesome job. I know your kids and I love your kids, and they are amazing, and that's a lot of thanks going to you, and of course the values that you instill in them. And you know what, give yourself a pat on the back, because you definitely deserve it.
Thank you so much. You are doing a good job. You are juggling so many things. I don't know how you do it, but I commend you for your strength, and you're doing a wonderful job with your 2 babies. I love them so much.
Thank you. They love you too, Auntie P. Anyways, everybody, it's going into 45 minutes. It's Friday, and this podcast was supposed to be live Thursday, so I gotta quickly edit this, get it out to you guys. You can find Tamika. Do you want to give them your information so they can find you?
Sure. So it's Real Talk with Peaks. Just enter it in, and on any podcast platform, then you'll be able to find me.
Yes, I will definitely put your link in the description. Is your link available on Insta, or is it just through your podcast?
No, it's actually not on Instagram as yet.
Okay.
It will be in the new year, so it will just have to be that link. I'll send you the link. Yeah.
Stay tuned. Follow her. Subscribe to her podcast. Subscribe to my podcast. Rate, like, share. Send your feedback. All of our information will be in our descriptions. And thank you guys again so much for tuning in to episode 3. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. Tamika, thank you so much for guest speaking on my podcast. And I can't wait for you to come back.
Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to be a part. I really do appreciate it, and you're doing an awesome job.
You too, girl.
Good night, everyone, and be blessed.